Hey, welcome back to another video nobody asked for. I'm Sarah and today I'm going to be talking about some more unpopular opinions, specifically GLEE unpopular opinions. So I'm going to jump right into the video. My first GLEE unpopular opinion is that I didn't hate Mr. Schu's rapping.
Oh wow, I am disgusted.
I know everyone and their mother is like, oh my gosh, if this man doesn't stop rapping, but it never bothered me. Granted, I don't think he has a future in rap. Don't think he could become a rapper anytime soon, but I was never bothered by it. The next GLEE unpopular opinion that I have is that I didn't like Holly Holiday. Now I understand why people found her likable, but I just didn't like it. The next unpopular opinion I have is that Quinn should have kept her baby. That would have made her storyline so much more interesting, and we could have seen better character development from her. We really could have. They really didn't do much with her storyline besides making her the mean popular girl and making her obsessed with being prom queen and surrounding most of her storylines around whatever god she was with at the time. And that was really annoying. It would have been so much more interesting to see her be a teen mom, potentially see her go through postpartum, see her balance school life, her social life, being in GLEE, maybe being on the Cheerios again, because you don't know if she would have been able to be on the Cheerios, being a teen mom, and also maintaining good grades. It would have made her getting into Yale an even bigger accomplishment, because granted it's a bigger accomplishment because it's an Ivy League school. But it would have been even bigger had she had to have been a teen mom. And also, we could have seen how Quinn and Puck co-parented. We could have seen maybe the GLEE club members helping her take care of Beth. It would have been so interesting to see her navigate being a mother as a teenager. You know, going from Miss Perfect popular head cheerleader to a teen mom. We could have seen so much growth there. We could have seen her have to mature faster. We could have seen her just try to still be a normal teen while being a teen. We could have seen so much. And the fact that they didn't give us that was kind of lame. And also it would have made season 3 Puck trying to pass his geography quiz even bigger, because, you know, Quinn would have gotten into Yale and then Puck would have been like, oh my gosh, you know, Quinn's taking my daughter to Connecticut. Now that's even more of a reason for me to get out of Lima. Next unpopular opinion is also a character development thing. Tina should have kept her stutter. That would have also been more interesting to see. They didn't really do much with Tina's character, and the fact that they just got rid of her stutter, had her pretend to have a stutter, didn't make any sense. I liked how when we first see Tina, we see her singing really confidently and singing I Kissed a Girl. Maybe that could have been a thing for her. You know, whenever she talked, she could have stuttered and been super anxious. And then whenever she performed, she could have been this whole other creature, you know, this confident person. And then she could have, throughout the seasons, worked her way into not having the stutter anymore. Maybe she saw a speech therapist or something. But no, they just dropped it after a couple of episodes in season 1, and that was ridiculous. I could have developed into something. You don't see very many characters with speech impediments represented on TV, so we could have had that, but of course they dropped the ball there. The next unpopular opinion I have is that Kurt should have gotten into Nyada over Rachel in season 3. If you know GLEE, you know I'm right, okay? I don't care if it was the Rachel show. I mean, 1, Rachel wasn't even the only main character, and 2, if you saw Kurt's audition versus Rachel flopping, you already know who should have gotten in and who should have not, okay? My next unpopular opinion is that they should have kept the season 4 movies. I don't know why they decided to cut them. I mean, I know GLEE Club ended in the middle of season 5, and then they moved on to the New York people for a hot minute, and then tried to revive the GLEE Club in season 6. I feel like they could have brought those people back, or at least most of them, not just Kitty. You know, that was kind of annoying that they just went snip, bye. Because I really liked their characters, and I also didn't like how, instead of just making them their own people, they tried to make them the new Rachel, and the new Finn, and the new Puck. Like, ugh. That was really annoying. I feel like it would have just been so much better if they just tried to focus on making them their own people. Granted, they were their own people. They weren't exactly like the new versions of the OG GLEE Club they were supposed to be, but still. The next unpopular opinion I have is that People need to acknowledge other bad adult behaviors besides Mr. Shu. Everybody wants to come for Mr. Shu and all his bad behavior, but nobody wants to acknowledge the fact that other adults in the show do really bad things. And how come nobody acknowledges in season 2, episode 1, when Santana gets a boob job and Sue is like, I just can't stop staring at him. Like, what? I know Sue's character isn't supposed to be gay. Her sexuality is kind of up in the air, but still, that was really weird and that was really creepy. And that wasn't the only weird and creepy thing she said. And there have been other adults throughout the show who have done weird and creepy things that people just turn a blind eye to. But every time Mr. Shu does something bad, oh my gosh, what a horrible person. Not trying to condone anything bad that he's done. I'm just saying we need to acknowledge all the shenanigans that was done by adults. There was a lot of it. I'm gonna make a whole video about it because there's a lot of creepy adult themes in this show that need to be acknowledged. A lot of creepy adult actions, not enough accountability. The next unpopular opinion I have is that it was really annoying that they always paired Finn and Rachel together in competitions just because they had romantic chemistry. Like, yeah, they have romantic chemistry, but that doesn't mean that they were the only two who could have been paired together for competitions as a couple or as a duet. I mean, granted, we also had freaking Santana and Mercedes, but it would have been nice to see Rachel paired up with Blaine for a competition. Like, they were a dynamic duo. She was also very good with Cook. Even Puck, yeah, I found it so annoying with Finn being one of the weakest singers and dancers in the whole entire club. Rachel's always paired with him because, oh, well, they're a couple and that's cute or whatever. Who cares? Granted, we did get some great duets from them two being paired together, but it would have been nice if we saw Rachel with some other guys, you know, especially Blaine, because her and Blaine have amazing musical chemistry together. Amazing. In fact, I would say her musical chemistry with Blaine is actually better than Finn, because Blaine and her are both big powerhouses, so they made magic together. So I would have loved to see that at a competition instead of her always with Finn. The last, but certainly not least, unpopular opinion I have about GLEE is that it would have made so much more sense if during the season 1 sectionals, they just sang songs that they had performed together as a group at the competition. I don't know why they just pulled out these random songs out of their butt and were like, yeah, let's perform these together. I'm like, okay, but the amount of songs y'all have already performed together as a group, like at the end of pretty much every episode, they perform a song together as a group. You guys couldn't choose one of those songs? And I didn't understand why they just decided to pick random songs. I mean, Don't Rain on My Parade, sung by Rachel, that made sense because she said she's literally been singing the song since she was 4. That they literally came up with choreography an hour before they performed, knowing that most of the group is dance challenge. Why didn't they just take what they did at invitationals and perform that? There would have been choreography that they've already practiced. All they would have to do is review it. Imagine if somebody didn't know the lyrics. And I would have just been there like, guys, I don't know this song. Why can't we just do a song we've performed before in Glee Club? So that is all I have for today. If you hate this video, you can like, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.